Okay, so I got Westie and we're at Ashmont to practice in public and around live distractions. From position 1, we go to position 2. Look at this dog, huh? Position 2, we whip around. Good boy. Yes. Dropping leash. Good. Tap, tap, come. Tap, tap, tap. Yes. Good boy. Tap, tap, heel. Tap. Good. Hey, keeping his attention. Good job, little fella. Tap, tap, come. Tap, tap, tap. Yes. Right. Good boy. Excellent dog. Very good. Good work. Tap, tap, heel. Tap, 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 tap. Yes.
Okay, that is Westie. And Westie came to me for common dog issues. Just not being able to communicate, not being able to listen, not being able to follow instructions. He had the ability to bark. He would bark a lot, use his voice a ton whenever he wanted to. He also, on walks, he was not really a big puller, but he would plant himself on the ground and he would, just wait, just hang out. His owner would get really frustrated. So that's why he came to see me. This is what we're doing. So as we continue through this program, what I'm really doing with Westie is I'm taking him through my Super Cycles program. That's basically what I teach every dog and every dog owner to enable them to communicate more efficiently with their dog. So you're gonna see that program in action first time through it, and here we go. Hi, Janet. Hi, Westie. Oh, there's Westie. Excellent. Come on in. Excellent. Yeah, this is Westie. All right, so what we're gonna do real quick is we're gonna change his leash, then you'll be able to drop it. We are fenced in all the way around here. Hi, Westie. It's good to see you.
Oh, I know.
There we go. Here he comes. Okay.
Two times he'll go like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Westie! Let's see if he'll come on my voice. Westie! Well, we're gonna see improvement with that, right?
Sure.
Really quickly. I want him to come up just so I could take a look at him.
Yeah.
We could walk down there too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's a pretty big Dorchester yard.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Hey, buddy. Look what I got. Oh, you going to mom? That's all right. You don't know yet.
Yeah.
Hey, there. Good boy. Well, this is as good a spot as any just to look him over real quick. So I generally do a nose to tail check every 24 hours. This first one, I'm gonna do it really fast. So the nose to tail check. I do that with every dog that comes here for board and train. I also do it with my dogs on a daily basis, right? And the reason I do it for the board and train dogs is, first of all, it's just a general health check to make sure that there are no lacerations, there's no damage on the dog as they're starting training, to make sure that there's no sensitive spots on the dog where I could touch it and I could offend the dog. If I find anything, I let the client know right away within 24 hours. And I did find some things with this dog. I did notice that he has red paws. That could be caused by licking the paws, obviously. He also has sensitive skin and a tendency to develop hot spots. Hi, buddy. Oh, your nails look so good. Your mom likes you. She does. She does. She gets your nails did. All right, hold on. Hold on, buddy. Has he been shaking his head a lot?
You know what? He just just is finishing up a treatment for yeast in his ears.
Yeah, his ears look a little bit pink
Still a little bit.
than I'd want them to look. Ah, excellent. Good boy. I didn't see anything in the quick glance. But I'm gonna do as I get to know him, I'm gonna get on the floor with him probably in like 45 minutes or so. And then I'm gonna pet him and give him treats, and then I'm gonna be able to really look at him well.
Okay.
Last thing we have to do is just talk about our list of things that we wanna work on. I know he'll be here for two parts. The first part is gonna be for basic communication. The second part is gonna be for advanced communication. Once again, basic is everything on the leash. Okay, so training plan. How I develop a training plan is very simple actually, but it starts with philosophy, how you think about dogs and how you think about dog training and how you think about unwanted behaviors. The way I think about it is that if there's three things in line, the dog's behavior will be perfect, right? So the first thing is stress level. We always talk about what we can do to reduce the dog's stress, to make sure that the stress level is not too high. Another thing is structure. Making sure that the dog understands that the handler and the owner controls timing of events and spacing. The third thing is communication. With most of my owners, and most of the time when they're doing drop-off, we're talking mainly about communication. And communication is our ability to express our ideas to the dog and the dog to understand those ideas. It's the ability to anticipate what the dog will do, to make predictions. Once we decide to work on our communication, then basically I use the Super Cycles program, which I've been doing for 13 years. I didn't call it that until recently, but I've been doing the same program for basically 13 years. I use that program in order to be able to teach communication. The first and most important thing that we have to do is we have to get the dog's attention. We get the dog's attention pretty much the same way that we get a person's attention. We're fun. You know, we become entertaining to them. We give them nice things. We say nice things about them. All those things when we're training and working with our dog is very important. That's why gameplay is so important. That's why treats become very important. And that's what the whole program is about. It's about teaching the dog the concepts of yes and no. It's about teaching the dogs to heel, sit, lay down, to come on command. Not so much to teach the dog that, but mainly to teach their owner how I teach them those things. What it looks like when the dog is gonna do what they ask. And what are the things in the environment that makes following our requests less likely. And then how to work on making those things that are difficult for our dogs to achieve easier. Okay, we're gonna cut back to the first day and you will see that Westie's owner is about to leave. You will also see Westie practice some of that barking that we're gonna be working on. But the behavior that you see as his owner leaves is actually pretty normal behavior and can be expected from a lot of dogs. So here we go.
Let me ask you this.
Right?
Would you recommend him having just a few
Toys?
indestructible toys, or like, because I've got this
Yeah.
enormous gamut of
A lot of people do that. 3 toys, 3 toys.
Okay.
4. 2 balls for fetch.
Yep.
1 nylabone that sits on the ground, 1 tug toy. That's all the dog needs.
Okay.
That's it, right? And the balls and the tug toy, those are put away most of the time.
Yeah.
That nylabone or that elk antler, that one is on the floor.
Okay.
Right? And he could have that whenever. That's it.
Yeah, we have the range of toys is because it's for me. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you love
That's
this,
cute.
or, yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. All right, so I got them. Any questions? Any other questions?
No, I don't have anything right
Excellent.
now. So, I guess we'll see you on Friday.
Yes, we will. All right, so we're going to walk him out. I want to make sure he doesn't get out through the gate.
Okay.
You can say bye to him if
Yeah.
you'd like to. And I think we're good. All right. She's gone, buddy. All right. We got Westie. I know. I know. There you go. There you go. Excellent. Hey, buddy. Hi. Like my camera? Listen to you. Yeah, a Lot of barking going on there. That's a good boy. She's still there, so we're gonna wait a little bit. Listen to you. Wow. Wowza. This is amazing. I know, right? See how easy it is to teach recall? It's not even hard. It's not even hard. It's so easy. Okay, so this is Westie. I'm about to take Westie for his first walk ever with me. First thing, I have a long line on him now. You can see. And then the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my little slip lead here, because I like to use slip leads on these walks. I trust them more, right? Take my little trusty slip lead, make it nice and big like so. And then I'm gonna take my food. This is his owner just left. I'm gonna go like that, slide it over. He has the lead on him. As always, whenever I use this slip lead, I also attach the safety, which goes here. And at the same time, I'm gonna take apart this yellow leash and let that go. Make sure everything here is working the way it should. Yep, that's good, that's good. Excellent. I actually started using tension and release with them already because from when I just put on the slip lead, because it's so natural for me. Let's go. Good. We're gonna go for a walk here. Westie! This is a problem that he does, right? He flattens. I heard about this. Good. I heard about that. Let's go, Westie. This way. We'll see if he does it again as we get out on the sidewalk. Yes, good boy. Good. And here we are. We're outside the yard. So far, he's not pulling like crazy. He's doing pretty good. If I shorten the leash, it seems like he pulls more. But it's not super strong. He could pull way stronger than what he's pulling now. Uh-oh, let's go, buddy. Let's go. Good boy. Doesn't care about trucks. That's good to know. Does not care about trucks. Not a super hard puller, as I was saying before. He wants to keep up with Frank up there. Not a super hard puller. People he seems to be fine with. This is all very good. Good boy, yes. That is our first short walk. I will take him for a longer walk later today. After we do some bonding exercises and he does some crate time and we do some play. Let's go, buddy. Good. I like Westie a lot. He is a medium energy type dog. You know, he's not really super high energy. Yes, there's the barking issue. But other than that, he's pretty good. He's responsive. He likes food. So he's responsive to those things. We saw a little bit of the flattening behavior, but as we went through training, that was not a really big deal. Now, as you see from watching that clip though, although he's very, very well balanced and a very good dog already, you can see that he's not always paying attention. You know, he doesn't pay attention to the handler. He will pull out in front on the leash. He's not looking back much. He's not checking in at all. So what we could expect to change over time is his knowledge. He's gonna learn a lot. He's gonna learn a lot of exercise, a lot of games, and I'm gonna be able to use those games to gain more influence, to get him to pay better attention, and to tell him what I'd like him to do. Okay, so next clip we're gonna show you is day 4. Day 4, I show a little bit of me trying to teach a golden retriever to play fetch and how that goes. And then then we go for a walk. And as we're going for the walk, you'll see that Westie has changed a lot. Now, normally for me, 3 days, and the walk with the dog is much different. And then from there, every other day, the walk just continues to get better and better and better as we communicate better and better and we get more clear on what we would like him to do. So this is just the 4th day, and we're ready to see some big changes there. Let's go. Let's go. Good. Good boy. Excellent. So this is Westie. Westie has now been with me for 3 days. This is the start of the 4th day. We're gonna play a little fetch and we're gonna talk about what I've learned about Westie so far. You ready? You ready? Look what I got. Oh, look what I got. You ready? Westie's learning how to play fetch. He's not the greatest at it, as you guys will see. Get it. Good boy. Very good. Good job, Westie. Westie is a golden retriever, English golden retriever. Let's go, Westie. And of course, this is the first time he played fetch with Frank here. Frank is being bent, so that could cause him to want to go to Frank more. This is where we're at. He'll drop the ball. He will take the ball about that far usually, and then I'm able to, hey, good, drop. Good, yes. So what have I learned about Westie? One of the things I've learned about Westie is that his diet is terrible. He's on Purina Pro plan or whatever it is. Hey, Westie, let's go. And when I look at him, I look at his paws, I look at his skin. His paws and his skin seem to be irritated, especially under his paws. They seem to be a little bit red. Also, his weight he's too heavy, which means to me that his food quality is not great, and also he's not getting enough exercise. And that would, hey Westie, let's go. That would be one of the reasons why he would be barking so much. That's one of the problems that his owners have with him, is that he just barks too much. But if he's getting all this sugar-filled food and he's not getting enough exercise, that's gonna cause barking. Right? It's also gonna cause skin conditions and allergies and things like that. Usually when we play fetch, he'll go 3 or 4 times before he lays down. That was only twice, and you can see he's laying down here. So I know he knows how to play the game. What I'm gonna do is make it a little easier for him. Good boy. All right, let's get this. Let's go. I'm gonna make it a little easier for him by playing against this wall up here, just a little bit, and then we'll throw down there. Good boy, you ready? You ready? Get it. Yes, good boy. Very good. Yeah. Let's go. Oh. Good. Good job, Westie. Good boy. Drop. Drop it. Yes. Hey, drop. Yes. Good boy, Westie. Yeah. Good job. Good job, buddy. I try to get to him so that way I could pet him a bit and reward him for being near while he has the toy. Good boy. Drop. When he drops, the reward is me throwing the other ball. Yes! Good boy. Very good, Westie. Very good. Let's go. So right now, he's not in the mood to really play. So we're gonna end this game and we're gonna go for a quick walk. Good boy. Nope. Good boy. Okay. Excellent. Let's go, buddy. All right, so we're back again. We have Westie here. And Westie's a golden retriever, about 2 years old. We're about to go for our walk. This is our 3rd day. Westie has seen Frank on the walk once before on our 1st day. But in these couple days, I've gotten to know Westie a bunch. Yes. And Westie has also gotten to know me a lot as well. Good boy. So in 3 days, we started working on the yes game. Yes. And that's basically just to let him know that I'm intending on giving him a treat. We changed the way he walks. He walks a lot different now. He pays a lot more attention. Yes, good boy. Using our communication system. But some other things I've learned about Westie, no buddy, good, is that he's a little bit overweight. So normally what you want to do is you want to be able to rub your hand lightly against your dog's ribs. And if you feel his ribs underneath his skin, then it's good. You don't need to see them, but you should be able to feel them. Now, it's very common in America to have dogs that are overweight. A lot of us do, right? I said us there, but my dogs are not. But either way, the point of the matter is, don't judge. That's what I'm basically trying to say. His owner loves her dog. We've talked about weight. She has talked about weight with her vet. We have talked about weight again. We've made adjustments. And since the time that we recorded this, Westie has lost a lot of weight and gained more energy. So she's doing the right things. People are learning about dogs, who first time having a dog. So yeah, don't worry about the dog being overweight. The dog is fine now. All right, so we're gonna jump right back to day 4 so you guys can see what's going on here. One of the things that I do when I'm training dogs is I make sure it's easy for me to get the dog to do a thing long before I ask them to do something with words. Yes. Long before I tell him to sit, I want to make sure that it's easy for me to get him to sit quickly and efficiently. So that is something we've been working on for the last few days, just doing this stuff. Good job. Excellent. Good boy. Dogs make mistakes and they might misunderstand me. And if I ask a dog to come to me, next thing the dog does is gets distracted and runs to the blueberry bush. My word come starts to become associated with run to the blueberry bush. By making it easy for the dog to come to me or making it easy for the dog to sit, if there's confusion, if they do something incorrectly, it'll be quick and easy for me to say, no, not that, this. And that way the dog can understand quickly what we want them to do. Good job. We've also started working on luring with him, helping him to change positions. This is a fun little game that I play with dogs where he'll start here, then I have him come over here, then I have him come back here, and then I have him go back over here. And this is like a little engagement game. And then I'll switch and he'll go to this side. And then he'll go back to this side. It's a fun little engagement game, but there's a lot of little lessons in that. Yes, that happens. And I also get his attention. It's an easy game to play in nearly any situation. And it's a game that can be broken down in many different ways too. Yes. So this is the way he's walking now. He's getting really close to being in a position where I could just attach the leash to me and he'll just walk like this, which means I don't need to use the leash as much. Even now as we're walking, I'm holding it in my hand, but I'm just holding it. I'm not doing anything with it. And he's holding a good position. Yes, good boy. As he goes, drooling a lot, because that's what he does. That's Westie. Excellent. I like to talk to dogs a bit, just to let them know, especially when I'm training, just to let them know when they're doing good work. So I'll be, yeah, good boy, Westie. Give him a little pat on the head, a little tickle at the ear. But you guys could see his energy level is not super high. Excellent. Good. Okay, so that was day 4. Now we're gonna bounce ahead to day 10. So if you're curious about what happened between day 4 and day 10, you could definitely check out Argos online. There should be a link in the description that'll take you to it. Also, you should be able to check out Argos Insider, which is our YouTube subscription service. Both of those outlets, I post videos every day of every dog that I'm training and doing board and train with, so you can see step by step by step the things that I do as I'm training and working with the dogs. Okay, day 10, Tug-of-War. Okay, so today is Friday and Friday is play day, and there's my man nibbling on a pear from my pear tree. You ready? Ooh, you ready? You ready? What you looking for? You ready? You ready? So this guy, last week I started to play fetch with him because he's a retriever. And I thought retriever, you know, fetch, we could do a lot of the same things we do with Tug-of-War. You ready? Hey, 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 hey. You ready? You ready? Ooh, look what I got. But playing around with him and hanging around with him, I started realizing, that he actually likes tug better than fetch, right? Which is okay, good. So I use fetch instead. Now I could teach him to love tug. It is in his genes. To love fetch. It is in his genes to love fetch, you know, but he's not there. And really I need the gameplay in order to build a relationship. When we're learning a new game, sometimes it's not fun in the beginning, right? So he runs a little bit after the ball, but it's not the same as what happens here. Good, leave it. Okay, so we're gonna cut off day 10 there because we're concerned that maybe the GoPro footage is a little bit disorienting. If it is, let us know. If it makes you feel sick or queasy or something, let us know. If you like it, let us know too, because we could always use the GoPro more often. Now we're supposed to go to day 14. So day 14, Tug-of-War! Yes. All right. So you ready? You ready? You ready? Ooh, look what I got. Look what I got. Oh, look what you ready? You ready? Take. Good boy. Oh, I win, you lose, I win, you lose, I win, you lose. Take. There you go. There you go. There you go. Good. Good. There you go. Leave. No. Good. Sit. Take. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Leave. No. No. Good. Good. Sit. Take. Excellent. Good boy. Good boy. I win. I win. You lose. I win. Whoa. I win. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Ready? You ready? Take! There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Oh! There you go. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Leave. No, leave. Good take. Now, there's a lot of dog trainers out there who believe that tug-of-war can cause a dog to become aggressive. Tug-of-war can cause a dog to start biting their owners and things like that. That is possible, but it's a very small possibility and only with a small fraction of dogs. For most dogs and most owners, tug-of-war is actually an excellent game because it teaches the dog discernment. And it also allows the owner to practice communicating with the dog when they're excited. Things that you want to make sure that you do so that way your dog does not end up biting you because you play poor tug-of-war is make sure you're in control of the game. Make sure the game has a start and it has an end. Make sure you can take the toy from the dog. You know, those are things that are very important. And if you can't take the toy from the dog, then stop playing tug-of-war or find a trainer who could work with you to play tug-of-war. You should be in control of the game. If I'm in control of the game, it will not lead to the dog becoming aggressive. No. Leave it. Good. Good. Good boy. Yes. Good boy. Yes. Take. Hey, let's go. Let's go, take. Excellent. He's not the highest energy dog. You know, so he doesn't, like this is a lot for him. This is a lot of exchange for him. Good. This is a lot of energy that he's using, more than he normally would use in this short amount of period of time. Good boy. Leave. Good. Place. Hey, go. Yes, take. Let's go. Let's go. Good boy. Good job. Leave. Good. Take. Excellent. Good boy. He gave up. You lost. So he does this off me. he does that. And I need to correct that to make sure he doesn't do it. That is something that he started recently. Hey, no. No. No, don't do that. Good. Okay, take. Excellent. Good job. So we have to work on that. I'm not too concerned about it because I know him. Good. Hey, go get it. Good. We're about to wrap this up here because his play is not conducive to the behavior I want. No. I'm going to grab onto his collar. Tension away. Good. Good boy. Take. Leave. Leave. Enough. Enough. And when it's enough, it means the toy is going away. He's done with it. Good boy. And that's enough. So we have to be careful when we're doing play. One thing I'm looking at is his behavior while playing. If he wants to play with me, then he has to play in a way that I want to play too, right? That's one thing I'm watching. Eating grass, that's a sign of a bad, poor diet, right? Dogs eat more, all dogs eat grass, but dogs that are on poor diets eat more grass. And he's on Purina Pro Plan, meaning he's on crappy diet. So there's a couple things that will make me end the game. First thing that will make me end the game is unwanted behavior. You know, I'll correct it a little bit, but then I end the game and we play again. And every time he goes into that behavior, I end the game. If he's enjoying the game, he's going to start to understand and start to see that the game always stops when he starts that behavior. Another thing that ends the game for me is poor effort. Like if he's holding on to, he's enjoying the game a little bit, but he's holding the toy a little bit loose, then that ends the game. So that way he learns that he needs to grab the toy and really hold it in order to be able to get me to play with him and continue playing with him. Third thing that always ends the game is if when he starts to get tired, I want to end before he gives up. So that way I'm not forcing him or trying to get him to play. I don't want to rehearse trying to get him to play. I want to rehearse playing and not playing. You know, I don't want to rehearse trying to get him to play. So as soon as I see that or sense that he's starting to get tired, that's when I want to end the game too. This is true for fetch, this is true for tug, this is true for any game. All right, so that was our tug-of-war. Pretty good. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna show you is at the park. Day 14 of training out of 20 days. The goal of this training, of course, is to help the owners to develop off-leash communication and control. Now we're about to go to the park and we're going to be working with the electronic training collar. Now this is very important. I would like you to make sure that you continue to watch because there's a lot of misconceptions and there's a lot of false ideas out there about the tool, about the electronic training collar. This video will show you how I use it and show how the dog responds to it. You know, so look in the video, see if you see a dog that's distressed, see if you see a dog that looks like he's being forced, see if you see a person that's like, ooh, e-collar, press button, press button. You know, look at the video, see what you see. All of these tools need to be used in a responsible way. Every tool needs to be used in a responsible way. And this video will show how modern dog trainers use the tools that we use. Okay, so we're at the park here down by my house. I have in my hand the e-collar Technologies Mini Educator. It is an electronic training collar, what the uneducated call a shock collar. It is not a shock collar. By the way, we made a video a while ago about electronic training collars. I think it was around the time when Petco decided that they did not want to sell these anymore. I think Frank will put the link somewhere here so that way you guys could check it out. But I'm using this electronic training collar with this young fella here, and I have a lot of rules about how I use this collar. We're gonna start to use it right now. One thing that I do with this collar that's a little different is that I set up signals with him that a certain way that I touch the button means that I'm gonna give him food. So there's a certain pattern I do on the collar that tells him that I'm gonna give food. So that way it doesn't just feel bad to him, like he kind of has a good association about how the stems feel, right? So he knows when I touch it, and you can see he's not jumping, he's not yelping, he's not screaming, he's not doing any of those things that a shock collar would cause a dog to do. He's just looking at me and being cool, right? This is our second time practicing outside the yard with a really long leash. Come, let's go. I'm using the electronic training collar right now. That's what it looks like. That's what he looks like. No problem there. Good boy. Okay, he's free. Good job. So, one big thing about the electronic training collar that I want to keep in mind is that I don't really use it to correct a dog, right? I don't turn up my numbers on the collar very often at all. Only if I sense that he's not feeling it, because as it moves around his skin, some spots are more sensitive and less sensitive. So if he gives me a sign that isn't a real sensitive spot, then I'll turn it down. If he's not feeling it because it shifted, then I will turn up a little bit. But that's only because he's not feeling it. The collar does not make the dog do what I ask him to do. What makes him do what I ask him to do is the training, when I taught him what I'd like him to do, and our relationship. It is not the tool itself. Tap, 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 right? So it's not the tool itself that gets him to do it. Tap, tap, down, tap, 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 tap. This is help. Tap, tap. Now you notice I didn't touch him. I didn't touch his leash when I helped. I just changed my body position. I always give help when I use the electronic training collar, right? If a dog is not getting what I'm asking them to do, I help them, because that builds the relationship instead of turning up the tool and just yelling at the dog, right? Good boy. He's supposed to stay down here. He may or may not. Good. I'm sending him signals through the collar so that way he knows before you guys know when he's gonna get a treat. Good boy. Excellent. Come. He also knows before you guys know when I'm gonna give a command. Yes. And you can see he's like, his energy level is what it is. None of these tools, none of this training changes a dog that is a low energy dog into a high energy dog, or vice versa, right? We're gonna work on a little heel. He's exhausted because we walked over here and we played tug, and this is actually his third training session of today. So he's a little bit exhausted already. So we're gonna do heel, heel, hey, let's go. Good. Good boy. I like to have the really long line because I never let my clients' dogs off the leash. Even a dog like him, that there may be a chance that I could catch him, I never let my client's dog off the leash. They're able to risk their dog. Anytime you let a dog off the leash in public, you're putting the dog at risk, and I really want to make sure my dogs get back home safe. Heel. Let's go. Good. So I never do that. I don't need to have them off the leash to practice off-leash skills, right? The owners can let them off the leash when they're ready to, but I'm not gonna be the one who does that. I'm gonna walk over there, see what he does. He might make a mistake. If he does make a mistake, that's okay. Good boy. No. Nope. Now you see he's moving. I'm gonna, hey, bring him back. Let's go to the same spot. Hey, hey, over here. Get stuck a little bit with the grass. This is normal, not turning up my transmitter. Hey, buddy, let's go this way. No, down. Yes. I should have said good there, but I did say yes, so he gets a treat. Nope. So this is the training process. If your dog is not making mistakes, hey, this way, during the training process, then you're not really teaching them. Hey, let's go. Let's go, bud. Locked up a little bit. I'm gonna help him out here. Hey, let's go. Good, let's go. I think you're right around here. No, down. Good. Yes. No. This way. Yeah, there's a dog barking. There are dogs barking over there. I stay focused on what I'm doing. No. No, down. I stay focused on what I'm doing. I hear them barking. I'm watching him to see what he's gonna do next, but he's really calm. He's not alerted on them. His ears aren't forward. His body language isn't forward, so I'm not too worried about it. He's having a hard time holding this down. Yes. I'm more concerned about that than I am about the dog across the way. This is how it looks when we struggle, right? This is what it looks like. There's no raising the voice. There's no yelling. I don't go out of control. He doesn't go out of control. It's just like a small communication thing. He wants to follow me and I want him to stay here. So it's just a communication issue. And then as we do this, he starts to learn that staying there is a good thing to do. And then I could get further and further till I get where I want. The biggest mistake a lot of people make when they're teaching their dogs to stay and to come is that they, as soon as they get the dog to stay, they tell the dog to come. When I get the dog to stay, I come back and I reward them for staying. That's a tip. That's a big deal. That's a big deal right there. Yes, good boy. Excellent. I almost made it where I wanted to go that time. Okay, I made it to where I wanted to go that time, right? So I made it where I wanted to go, and you can see the first thing I do is I come back and I reward him for staying there while I got there. This time it's gonna be different. Come. Let's go. Let's go, big boy. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey. Yes, he heard Frank scuff his feet there, and then we gotta look away, but that's okay. We still got back to it. Okay. Okay. Good boy. Hey, I'm over here. Okay. Oh, I'm over here. I'm gonna stop his progress. Maybe help with the leash a little. Hey, okay, I'm here. I know, you're so tired. Did you step on your leash? You did. Good boy. You did great. Excellent. That's enough for a training session for right now. You don't have to make your training session super long when you're training your dog. If you want to see more of what I'm doing with him, and if you want to get more into the details, then definitely check out Argos online. on argostraining.com. You can find us there. I post videos there every day of him. We also decided to do Argos Insiders, which is connected through YouTube. You could pay a couple bucks a month and you can see all the dogs that I train through Argos Insiders. But I will not answer questions there. I'll only answer questions at Argos Online. So if you have any questions, that's where you should go. Thank you, guys. We're out of here. Let's go. If you need to flush. Let's go, let's go. Okay, let's go. Okay, so there's a couple of things with Westie that I keep talking about, coming back to, and that's his diet. One of the reasons why diet is so important is because a dog like Westie, he's very prone to hot spots. Now, hot spots, diet does affect that as well. There's other things that make him really prone to it. He drools a lot, and that's a lot of moisture, and he has all that insulation, he has all that fur, and the moisture could get trapped in the fur and be close to the skin, and that also causes hot spots. So last week, I noticed that he had a hot spot under his chin here. You can see all of this. See how wet my hand is just from touching him? That's all the drool. But that hot spot actually went away. It was right here. But that went away. There's nothing there anymore. He started to develop a couple hot spots. I don't know if I can find them now. Here it is. We're talking about really tiny. There's a little scab on this one. Things. Another thing I noticed with him when he first got here last week was that in the inside of his paws, it was really red. So his paws last week, when I looked at it, all of this was red. It was red, like there's some pinkness here, but like really, his toes, all of them were red. Now this week they look a lot better than they did last week. This one almost doesn't, yeah. That's just his skin, but like all along here was red last week. Now dogs sometimes will lick the inside of their paws and it will change red. You know, the oxidation and all that will happen and it will change red. This week it looks a lot better. So all in all, I think what's happening is that he's also getting Ziwi, which is a dog kibble that I use for treats. And I think that that's actually helping his nutrition level. The Ziwi is an air-dried beef kibble, and it comes from New Zealand. It's very little ingredients in it. It's pretty much beef, sea mussels, and a couple other things. You can look it up online. But I think that's actually helping him get some of the nutrients that he needs. That's what I think is happening. It could be other things too. Yeah, Ziwi is not sponsoring me. I don't think Ziwi sponsors anybody, but they're not sponsoring me. They should, but they're not. I go through a lot of their product. For me, it's like use the best thing to train the dog. You know, use the best food. Every dog, even like dogs that are not food motivated, they're motivated by Ziwi, but that's because the quality is there, right? It's not just a whole bunch of crap like Purina Pro Plan or whatever it is, Hill Science Diet. All that stuff is just really garbage food. So that's just the truth. Another thing is like all of this here, that's a lot of cushion, right? This is all fat. All of that's fat. There's a lot of sugar and carbohydrates in the Purina food. And I think that the dogs just pick up a lot of fat. We want them to have more protein, high protein diets. And I know on the boxes and on the bags, they show all this chicken and they show cows and they show all this stuff. But if you look into the ingredients really, you'll be surprised with what you see. Maybe you'll see out of the first 5 ingredients, one of them is meat. And then the other 5 of the first 5 is not. When I use kibble, I want to make sure I use food that has at least 3 out of the first 5 as meat protein. And I don't really like to see meal and stuff like that because usually that's mixed with other things, carbohydrates. So I like to see like chicken, beef, nothing else. Like stuff I could spell, I could say, nothing else next to it, like beef meal. I don't like to see that as much, although it's better than like some of you know, some of the other things that you might see in there, like wheat and so forth. Yeah, so that's where he's at. Good dog, very tired. He's all tired. Okay, so thank you for joining us on this journey. This is a pretty good sized video. This is like an Argos movie. But anyway, this is the easy part. For a dog trainer, for somebody who works with dogs every day, teaching the dog to do what I like them to do and getting them to respond to me is very easy. It doesn't take much stress. I know when it's gonna happen. I know the procedures. I know what it looks like. I've been down the road before. The harder part of my job is teaching and convincing the owner to be able to do the same things that I do. That is the real value of a dog trainer. There's a million dog trainers who could train Westie, no problem. But the quality of instruction that you get from your dog trainer when they're teaching you, that's important. And that's something that you guys should really look into. If you like what you see here today, then definitely subscribe to the channel. We need subscriptions. Join Argos Insider. You'll be able to see more. Definitely go over to Argos Online and join up there because there's going to be even more things there. Just keep following us and let us know, because it's easier to make these videos for you if we know that you enjoy them. Until next time, enjoy your day, enjoy your dog. And go. Good boy. Go half speed. Slow. Be unpredictable. Don't let them know if you're going left or right. Slow. Slow. Back to regular speed. Go, go, go. Excellent. Half speed again. Good. Double speed. Faster than regular. Use your taps if necessary. Good. Good. And stop.
Yes.
Walk away from your dog.
Leave it.
Walk him back in. Say yes.
Yes.
Good. Walk away again. Good. Behind. Look out for those things. Don't trip on those things. I'm getting nervous. Woo. No. Sit.
Sit.
Tap, 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 tap.
Good.
Good. Now I want you to go beyond those things and call them to come to you over there.